Hello everyone, my name is Pinsyata or you can also say H Bacha ZORO. I am from country India and I am gonna represent my country in Inter Milan Club final event. I am very excited and happy too, but I am going to give my best in this event and will try to win it. Thank you.
Olá, sou o Player227, Rafael Mendonça, meu nome. Estou representando o Brasil nessa competição da KONAMI. Espero fazer grandes jogos e sair vencedor. Um abraço a todos.
Well, both players, Wes, with aspirations as we get an extra prolonged look at Rafael Mendonça there, Player227. Both have aspirations of representing Inter at the World Finals. Where they sit in the group currently, 3rd and 4th position, all of a sudden this becomes almost a knockout game.
It does, and again, I hate to be the kind of almost the party pooper here, but you have to feel as though if you don't win this game, you're in very short order of going out. And again, we've seen in previous club finals in terms of the fact that, you know, the boffins behind the scenes, as we call them, have had to maybe take a look and see how many goals are scored and what goal differences are. I think for these players, they'll want to just take that completely out of the equation and just want to qualify with just on points.
Well, thank goodness for the boffins and thank goodness for more mobile action. We do have Player227 taking on ZORO. It will be the Brazilian Player227 in the home strip. His opponent, though, has a good chance to open our scoring early on in a similar vein as we saw in the previous mobile game, around the same in-game time. Instead, Quadrado here for the Brazilian, and Calhanoglu has a strike blocked inside the opening 10 in-game minutes here. Delicately poised here in the mobile group. Both players searching for a win, which hopefully should give us an open game as Calhanoglu tries to strike from outside the box, unable to beat the goalkeeper on that occasion.
It's ambitious to try it from there. Very rarely have we seen a shot from outside the box in mobile. We see these chances where players are looking to try and really kind of ticky-tacker their way into the box and really kind of narrow down those opportunities. Mkhitaryan trying to throw that one in, and it's over the bar from Calhanoglu.
Yeah, sneaky strike here from Calhanoglu. His runs from deep are something we've seen for Inter, both on the console and now the mobile as well. Clearly a defined game plan we've seen from the likes of Mestre. Get it to the byline, see if you can find the Turk, who does have a venomous strike on him, as well as being very important on set pieces, but with just 1 point and 0 points between these two. Again, we have to really pinpoint the fact that this is a must-win game. You're almost threatened to fall off of the pace if you don't pick up any points at all here.
Yeah, and a draw doesn't really do all that much for you either. So that's why we're kind of labelling this as a must-win, folks, because again, if you have the 1 point, you boost yourself up to potentially be in that conversation for top two. If you're on 0 points, you give yourself a fighting chance of having a last game kind of scenario where you can maybe get through. That's why it is so important that these points are taken by somebody.
We will see who will be the victor, if any, at the end of 90. To start off the game, Player227 has had some good chances and possession. What can the young man from India do? ZORO here with Calhanoglu, and he's gone for a long-range strike. And we said, Wes, that often that's not the best route to take for mobile, but what do we know? That is from downtown and then some to take the lead. 1-0.
That is from a different area code. What a strike that is. And again, it's the dip and it's finding the corner. We'll see it again here. It was the dip and it just bounces just before it gets towards where the goalkeeper is. We'll see it again here. And again, as a player that you want on it, KONAMI is that guy. Finds a beautiful ball in. The goalkeeper's a bit slow to get down. We'll see it again once more. Cheeky layoff there. KONAMI sets himself and then just finds it into the bottom corner. The goalkeeper is a little bit left flat-footed, and as a result, has a goal to nil lead here for ZORO.
Indeed, Habacha ZORO. You could argue against the run of players, Player227, Rafael Mendonça has been, at least territorially and possession-wise, been in pretty good form in this game in the first half. That'll be something to keep an eye on. Can he keep his frustrations in check here? Mkhitaryan. Pass is no good, and well, look who's out on that far side on the counter-attack. The link-up play, that time insufficient. And we're seeing a bit of end-to-end eFootball. Mkhitaryan, half-time approaching by the way. Çalhanoğlu's already scored up the other end.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Player trying to complete the 1-2 to the aforementioned Turk, but it is that man who scored for Prince Yadev, just 18 years of age, hailing from India, our Asia West regional winner Wes. In a must-win scenario, this is the type of game, if you can win it, sets you up really well for the rest of the competition here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And in a game which we've described as must win, should I say, the old adage goes, a fortune favours the brave. He was very brave to take that strike on, but as we said, that these players will have been well drilled, shall we say, on what these players are capable of, and that's certainly not going to be something he's just thought of on the fly.
Oh, what a way to start the second half here! As we're singing his praises, the 18-year-old from India doubles the advantage. A dream way to start the second half. It's 3 passes in behind, 2-0.
So direct, and again, we talk about kick-off scenarios and about being switched on and to try and, resolve those issues of defensive frailties. It didn't matter for Prince Yadav, beg your pardon. He manages to stuck that away for 2-0. Although, a word to the wise, we just saw a 2-goal lead, and we know that it is very much doable now on the mobile platform, that lead can be scythed into.
You're absolutely right, and it's going to take some wisdom, some bravery from the 33-year-old America's regional winner, Player227. Some good build-up play, stopped for a second. Çalhanoğlu just can't find that bit of clinical passing and final product in that final third. Cuadrado waiting as he stayed on side. Won't matter as Turan cannot latch onto that one. Çalhanoğlu now. Lovely ball to Martinez, but the control just let him down, allowed Bastoni to walk through the door that was opened. Berea though, just waiting for possession to settle down either side. Just goes to show the game plan and mentality from these two. Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan, Martinez with the strike! And there is the answer back that we wanted. Time still on the clock here for Player227 to keep his group stage life alive. Cuts the lead in half. Wes, great strike, so much power. 2-1.
Bit of Groundhog Day for me here, I think. It's just before 70 minutes. There's one back in the game. I think we've seen this before somewhere, I think, have we not? But again, wonderful finish there from Rafael Mendonça. As she said, just that composure, just keeping his cool. And again, there is almost that deja vu feeling that we've got here, is that now we're kicking into game plans where game plans weren't really being asked for previously.
This is the type of game I love.
Yes, absolutely.
And we've seen 2 of them back to back. We've already
Certainly.
seen what's happened in the previous game. The question is, can Prince Yadav, Habocha ZORO, can he hold his nerve here with the amount of implications that this game alone has on the group table? It's poised on a knife edge, on a needle point, if you will, and if you want to represent this great club, you have to come through with resiliency in these types of situations. Can you hold your nerve? Can you steady yourself? And can you push forward and get the result you need?
I think that is where we're at right now, is that whether these 2 players at both ends of this, whether they can show their personalities, as it were, because you know, you need to have that perseverance, you need to have that resiliency to go, okay, I was 2 goals down, but I can get this back. But also, you need to have the presence of mind now, if you've got that lead, to go, hey, actually, I already got my 2 goals. I can kind of relax and just get back into natural flow of things. It's going to be a fascinating last period of this game between these 2.
Substitution in progress.
Subs have been made, tactics changed. It's the home strip that needs the goals, and Thuram has turned his man. That's a great save. Danger not cleared. Finally is now. It'll come right back at our Indian representative here. DeMarco, though, defensively just relieves the pressure slightly, but that's given away a little bit too early for my liking. Martinez. The Player227. Just looking for a bit of territory here, and that's actually a really good ball around the corner to Lautaro Martinez. This one could put the game to bed! And it has! Habocha ZORO! Prince Yadav, 18 years old. The promising young newcomer said he would try and win. He's excited and happy to have reached this stage. Looks to keep his life alive. 3-1, final 10 in-game minutes, whereas you have to say this one might just put a bow on it.
It might just indeed. It's a wonderful ball that just curves around the back line. Lautaro Martinez not going to be caught at that stretch. And again, scratch what I said about Groundhog Day, folks. This is not what we have just seen. This is what we are going to see from Prince Yadav. Wonderful bit of play. 3-1 here. And you'd say with the time ticking down, he may just take this one away.
Player227 needs an immediate reply, just looking at the clock and basic mathematics as Sanchez snatches a shot. Thuram with the header, that is very tame. You've made the signal, Wes, you think it's all over?
I think so. I think after that one chance, had it have gone in, would have been a different question entirely.
Oh, that's another great ball to Martinez here, has another chance, and it's off the frame. And I don't think Sommer got a touch, did he? We'll see it again here, but that's 2 back-to-back balls through to Martinez that have been right on the money.
Yeah, it's a very viable tactic from what we are seeing here from Prince Yadav. Very much a viable tactic. Get it out into the left-hand side, curve a ball around the back line and really cause problems.
Sadly, that time around, Martinez's control was not enough, but it won't make a difference to the final result. Match 4 ends in a convincing 3-1 fashion. Habocha ZORO